Okay, Chip, I'm gonna try to show you this. This is my control right here that I program on. I can program from a computer too. This obviously is a computer. It's got Windows on it. So I have this is the operating side. See, there's code right here that the machine reads. And then on this side of the control, this is where I program. So these are all the programs for the part that I made for you. I did them one at a time, and then I just wrote them down and did them in an order for the second part, you know, and kind of worked through it on the first part, set up on the first part. So you can simulate this and watch it, so that's what I'm going to do for you. So let's see, the first thing I did was I faced, so I took a nice cut on the front of the part. So if I go in here and I go to process test and watch my finger through the phone, which is funny, and we'll put display change, we'll turn section off, and maybe we'll make it transparent. That won't hurt. And we'll go quit, we'll go start. So all it does is take a face on the part. And the first tool was a roughing tool. It kind of goes fast, so I'll do it again. It didn't take a cut on the first tool, but it will when I set it up in the machine, actually. The 1, 2. Okay, so then I go quit. I go quit. It's weird to watch your finger through this. No. And then the next thing I did was I drilled centered. So I put a center drill in the part, process test. Go in there and watch it, and all it does is put a little dimple in there so that I can put a drill in there. So I go quit, no, and then the next thing I did was I drilled, process test. I'm going to watch it drill, start. See it going all the way down. Actually, I changed it so I went halfway through on the first side and halfway through on the other side. That's the way it meets better. Quit, go back out, and then the next thing I did, I think, was let's see, I did the counter bore for the shaft to fit in the end of the part that I made. So I did that with end mill. So I go to process test. It's kind of like a drill, go to transparent so you can see it cut and quit, and I go to start, and it's going to rough little at a time. It's going to rough that counter bore. See it going down there. I just split it in half so you can get a better view of it, and then I can adjust this a little bit so that until the part I made goes onto the shaft of the motor. Nice and snug, so it fits rigidly, doesn't wobble or anything. So that's this roughs that out a little bit at a time, and then I wrote another program separate from this one to finish it for simplification reasons. It's a little bit difficult to explain. Thing looks like it's hanging up here. There it goes. Okay, so then no. Okay, so then I go, that was the mill fit rough. So then I go to mill fit finish, and I go to process test, and basically it's just going to dive in there and cut it all at once. It goes kind of slow at first. There, see, then it cuts it all at once. Then I can go in and adjust that. You can see right here, that's half the diameter of that end mill, and I can tweak that in so that every time it goes in there, it takes a little bit and a little bit and a little bit more, so that the shaft fits on there just the way that I wanted it to. So then the next thing I did was I turned the outside. So we go to process test, turn the section off, make sure the transparent is on, and then you'll see the outside cut. It takes one pass. Looks like it takes one pass. Not sure why. I guess that's good. Oh, actually that was a knurl. It's like I got the knurl and the outside the same, so you're not going to be able to see the outside, so that's a little confusing. Got the set screw. Set screw just comes down and drills a little hole inside. You can see section, see it. Machine can actually drill a hole, and then I just tapped the hole, made the thread for the set screw by hand. And then I think what I did was I cut it off so that I could take it. You can see my process here. I got a tool that says cut off, so if I go to process test, go start, comes in there and it puts that blade in there until it cuts it that wide, and then I can actually grab it with my hand and wiggle it off so it doesn't fall on the machine and hit the casting of the machine and damage the part. So that's basically it. I can watch it over here actually too. This is where the machine would read the code. This is all the code that I made for this. I made a little folder called chip. I got side 1. And those are all the same programs over here, but this is the code that the machine reads. And then I got side 2, and that just mills the counterbore for the screw that you see on the end of the shaft once the piece is screwed in and onto the motor. So I can actually call that part up. I go into your folder on here, and I go to side 2, I go to that, and I go to close. I gotta lock the machine, and then I gotta go to, you can watch it. It goes really fast. It's just milling the counterbore. So basically I just I sort of manipulate the process so that if they go in the right sequence, there's no problems with anything running into anything else, and then I just document it, or I go through my thought process again when I go and do the second part, or if I'm going to set it up again, then I can just go back in here and for instance, I can see if I go into the drill, it's kind of not zoomed in very well. I can go into the drill. I can see that I used a diameter 170 diameter drill, so I can set it back up again if I want to. So I don't know if that made any sense. Hopefully seeing it work made sense, and I can talk to you about it. I have to upload this to YouTube, and then I'll send you the link to this, and then you can tell me about it, what you think. Alright.